Hello, folks. It is Dave and Vin here. We just finished recording episode 282 of the Digital Today's podcast. It'll be available probably in the morning as we'll get that up tomorrow morning for you guys. I won't have a chance to edit that tonight, but we recorded that. We talked about collecting is what we talked about. The part of the hobby is collecting. We talked to a lot of people about collecting. It was a fun chat. Had some of our Patreon people come in and give their answer to the question about collecting, and so we read those on the air and talked about that. And had a fun time talking about that today. Talked about a few other things as well. One thing I wanted to do is talk to Vin about is the CFL and the changes that were made. And there's some people that aren't real happy about the CFL, Vin, and the changes made. I mean, they must have made them for certain reasons. Maybe they're not doing good, like you said, and maybe is there something they need to do. But
well, they've always struggled to maintain teams. That's why they've always been small. But like I was telling you, I just feel bad for the people in Canada. That's their football game. That's the sport they've been rooting for since, oh my gosh, I don't even know how far back the CFL goes. As long as the NFL. And, now their whole game is being changed. So first they get threatened to become a state. Something like that. And now the NFL, they want to match the NFL. Come on, you got a great product. I don't know why they struggle. I don't know the economy in Canada. I don't know,
so I'm at the standings right now, and it looks like they have, nine teams.
Yeah.
So why do you think that is? That they, I think at one point they might have had more than 9 teams, right? They must have had more than 9 teams.
Yes. Well, I forget when it was, 95, I think, when they took in American teams. That was the Baltimore franchise.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
Yeah. And don't know what stopped it. I just know a lot of the Canadian football players and the Canadian people weren't thrilled with having a invasion of American football teams.
It does look like they're going to the 100-yard field.
Yeah, see, I thought that was so unique.
They are going to stay 65 yards wide. But yeah, so the end zones are going to be shortened to 15 yards. It looks like they're going to lose the 55-yard line. And the Rouge will. This is the thing that kills me. The Rouge will no longer include a single point for a missed field goal attempt that goes wide of the goalposts. So wow, that was the whole thing about the Rouge. Was if you missed it, you could still get the point.
Right.
So now it says if a punt, field goal, or kickoff settles in the end zone and the returner fails to take it out or takes a knee, that's when you'll get the single point. So basically, it's a touchback. But with the end zone now being 15 yards instead of 20,
there'll be more chances to take it out.
Yeah. So the change eliminates games being decided by a missed field goal, punt, or kickoff to the end zone. In a way, I don't really mind that part of it because it was kind of weird watching those games where you had a chip shot field goal, knowing that you didn't have to put it to the uprights. If you hit it far enough to send it over the back line, even though it was 20 or 25 yards deep, you get the point. So you were rewarded for missing the field goal, which I thought was weird. But I mean, that was part of the allure of the Canadian Football League. That was part of the rules.
It's the same thing with no fair catches. So they're forcing the defensive team, return team, get it out of the end zone.
Yeah. So like Keith said,
I just don't like the idea. Yeah, Keith just said it. 100%, Keith. I don't like it. It's what defined the game as being different. Why are you shrinking the field? They don't need offensive help. I don't know.
Maybe they need to try to become more like the NFL because they do only have 9 teams right now. That's not a lot of teams. That's almost like an original 6.
Well, then they could allow a lot of degenerates to go out and cause trouble and get locked up, and they'll be just like the NFL.
Maybe they need to put more positive messages in the end zone.
Oh, man.
I don't know.
CFL was a wonderful game.
Mo says they might have been a good state.
Yeah, that was my comment about trying to when our dear president made the comment. So
okay.
I think
Joe comes by. Hi, Joe. Um, and Mo goes on here. He goes,
I watched the
no one
CFL.
watches this. They can go 300 yards long and 25 yards wide. He says,
No,
that's funny. NFL week. That's what I said, Joe. That's the first thing I said when I read some of the changes. I says, boy. And Phantom is the Arena League. I kind of don't. I didn't like the Arena League too much. It was
no.
interesting, um, but yeah, making their way into Canada, the NFL. That's what the first thing I thought is they're trying to be NFL North, and they're going to try to find a way, like the WHA, maybe try to merge, or the ABA or something like that. Which is too bad because every now and then on a Saturday night or something like that, or a Friday night, they'll have some Canadian football on one of the channels, like CBS Sports Network or something like that. So you'll get some of that Canadian football, and you watch some of that, and it because it's in Canada. Once you get into December, it's basically blizzard conditions in Canada. So I remember watching Flutie play in disaster weather there,
Yeah.
and it's so cold. Maybe that's what it is, and maybe it's just so cold out there that people just can't sit outside and watch those games. Even in Canada, it might be cold.
That's not far fetched. But I'd like to know. I'd like to sit with somebody more knowledgeable and in depth of the league and the fan base and why it is, because the game itself is a great game.
That's some big changes.
Yeah.
In fact, I was kind of hoping to sit down with you at some point and play some CFL, whether it's Grant's game or it's cold snap from
Mhm.
play, and we can play those old rules there. But it is kind of disappointing that they're going to make those changes.
Yeah.
Those are big changes. Shrinking the field.
Changing the whole game.
That's it was a longer field. It's a wider field. They're going to keep the width, but now they're going to shrink the end zones, move the goalpost back, and so the end zones will still be 20 yards. Now that's going to be interesting. Now, this is something I just thought of. If the end zone, if they're going to move the goalpost to the back of the end zone to 20 yards, that's going to be 10 yards longer than an NFL kick, right? Because the NFL end zone's at 10 yards. So if they're putting the goalpost back, so I think they're trying to get rid of the field goals. Is what they're trying to do. Is they're trying to get more into the touchdowns rather than the field goals. So, but that's tough. You get only 3 downs to work with there.
Yeah. Let me tell you, I'd like to see the NFL widen the field and go back to allowing defensive backs to knock the heck out of wide receivers. That's what I'd like to see.
I was
an offensive player, but come on, it's wide open. These guys, the way they come on.
It's a different game. It's a very wide open offensive type of game, and it's still so violent. I look at people that play this game. It's like, man, I would get killed playing that game. Yeah, I just couldn't do it. Even if I played in high school, there's no way I would be smacked around and I'd be all done. But yeah, so that's the first thing we were talking about here. But before we did the show, we were talking about that a little bit on the show too. Glenn asks, aren't the hash marks more like college, wider than the goalpost, which would make some shorter field goals harder to make with the angle? Possibly. Possibly, yeah, depending where you are on the field. So if you were at the 2-yard line and you were way out on one of the sides, then yeah, you try to hit that angle. It's almost like was it like rugby? You're trying to hit that weird angle when you're trying to do the kicks.
Yeah, most says college angles are tough. The kicks to college plays,
it is kind of fun. Did you see that kick the other night in the Baltimore game? That's the second time I've seen a kick in Baltimore go over the upright, and they called it good.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, it was like on the TV. They're like, no good. Oh, wait a second, it is good. And they're like, boy, I thought that was wide. And I remember there was a game against the Patriots way back in the day, and that same thing happened. He won the game too, but it was wide, and they called it good. And I remember, who was the coach at Belichick going, he missed it. It was wide. And he's like, go look at the replay. It was wide. And when they showed the replay, it was over the bar, but wide. And they called it good. It's like, wow, that was generous at best, But yeah, so the CFL announcing that was kind of crazy. I didn't realize they get rid of the 55-yard line. I saw that they made some of the other changes, but
that stinks.
I don't know. I don't know if that's going to make the game better or worse. I really don't know. I don't know what's going to happen with that.
Well, it shortens the field is what it does.
Yeah. And it makes it tougher to kick, so they're going to have to be a more wide open game. You won't be taking those field goals anymore, and you won't get the point for missing the field goal, which I thought it was kind of neat. I thought that was neat when that
Yeah.
happened. It made it for a different game.
Yes.
Getting that single point was so different, and you had some crazy finishes where you're trying to punt it out of the end zone and all this other stuff, and lining up for the kick. I think it was a little cheesy that if you missed a field goal and it went out of the end zone, you got 1 point. I did think that was a little weird, but again, that's the game. I mean, if you put yourself in a position to win the game, whether it's 1 point or 3 points,
That's it.
that is that. Christopher comes by as well as Mr.
Hey, Chris.
Frankenstein. Mr. Frankenstein comes by. Did you see the NFL today when they did the throwback? The throwback to 1975, which was the 50-year throwback. Oh, it was great. They had the old set, the old Brett Musburger set, that tan and brown set in the background. Dun, 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 dun. Welcome to the NFL today. Dun, 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 dun. And then it's like, you are looking live. And they did that with everybody. You are looking live in Jacksonville. So they did it just like the 1975.
Oh, wow.
So all that time that we know that we do that on our broadcast, you are looking live. That's where it all came from. And they went back and they did that, and everybody was dressed up in the 70s suits and they had the 70s hair and the wig on. And
I missed that.
oh, it was so good. Yeah, it was. And they had Brent Musburger actually on the set too, so it was good to see him on that.
He's getting up there.
Yeah, he is. Well, again, he was in 50 years ago. He was on there, and he wasn't 10.
No,
So if he was 50 years ago, if he was even 25,
yeah.
he's
Wow.
so it was he still does some games, or he was doing Raider games for a while in Vegas, I think it was.
I'm gonna look it up. Bet it's on YouTube.
I think it was. But yeah, it was the whole NFL set today. It's the 1975. It was great.
Shame they didn't know wear those the uniforms for the day.
Yeah, well, Tampa Bay did. Tampa Bay had the 76 uniforms.
That I saw.
I think the
Yeah.
Jets did too in that game. That was great. I did like the New Orleans Saints uniform. I commented
Didn't
that
see
the
it.
other
I
day.
heard you comment on that. There was white. Like,
Picture. You remember the old Buccaneers in the orange? Remember the home whites?
Mhm.
Well, whatever they were, the white pants, the white shirt, the white helmet with the red and orange trim. Picture that, but instead of the orange and red, it was
the black and gold.
the black and the dark gold. Yeah. So the helmet was white with the
Wow.
logo, and then everything else was white. The pant it did. It looked like the 76 Buccaneers, but with the Saints colors. And it was an interesting look. I did like it. I didn't like Cleveland. They looked like they fell in a pile of mud, and they were just all brown, and you couldn't, the helmet was brown. Everything was brown. I didn't really
Oh, wow.
care for that,
Hmm.
So I didn't like that.
Some of those old uniforms I love. Like the
Patrick comes
old
by.
Rams. I love the old Rams white.
Oh yeah, I think they had that against the Eagles, right?
I
They
love
had
that uniform. When they changed to the yellow and blue, it was like
when they went to the white, and they got rid of the yellow. I didn't like that at all. That was like it was hurting my eyes when I was watching the Rams play in just the white and the blue. I was like,
see, I love that uniform.
Without the yellow, the one they used a few years ago.
When they moved to the yellow in like the late 70s.
Oh, see, well, a few years
the
maybe
original Rams uniform with the blue horn on the white helmet, or the blue helmet with the white horn.
Yeah, well, that's what they did. A few years ago, they got rid of the yellow. It was just all white and blue. It's like, oh man, I couldn't stand it. It was just
Roman Gabriel, Deacon Jones.
I like the Pat Hayden and the McCutcheons and the young bloods. That's what I like. William comes by. Hi, William. And one thing I wanted to bring up, Vin. One thing I wanted to bring up, is, hang on one second. I want to put this up here. I want to bring up Paul's website. Okay. This right here. Hopefully that'll come up. Okay. So check out this YouTube channel, the Fact Sports Desk with Paul. Paul has been working on the Pocket Pennant Run software.
Yeah.
Okay. And I saw that in Colorado a few months ago. Paul's a great guy. Yes. And what he's working on is unbelievable. He's got it set up where it's more of a board game companion, and he's got uh, dice rolls preset for like APA and Payoff Pitch and Strat
Right, right.
and a few other games in there too. So you can just click on what game you're playing and it'll call up the dice. You can roll the dice in the game. I'm pretty sure you can also put in your own dice rolls. And I know some. I don't think you can put in your dice rolls, but you put in the play. Is what I meant to say. So if
Okay.
you're playing on your table and you're rolling your own dice and it's a single, then you go in and put in single, and so it's just a really good companion helper. I believe you're going to be able to simulate games in that using the I don't know if it's the Pocket Pen and Run engine or whatnot, but obviously you can still play Pocket Pen and Run because it has all the info for that.
Yeah, I haven't
Um,
installed the latest one yet, but that's the one I think that has it all, right?
yeah. And Patrick asked, would I rather prefer the YouTube or the Patreon? Probably the YouTube. I, uh, I get more out of that with the YouTube. I like to just that just kind of works out better for me when I have those because I can do more with that. So if it's one or the other, yeah, the YouTube seems to work out pretty well. Mo said he picked up some 4th Street software football. See, I haven't played that yet, and he's turning into a collector as well. That's what we talked about today. And Mr. Ray comes by, who's got his podcast out for trains. If you like trains, go talk to the Around the Layout podcast. Does some really good stuff with that. He's got better equipment than me. You should see his studio. I thought I had a good studio. His studio is really good. And yes, so yeah, getting back to the fact sports that with Paul, he's a real gentleman, always quick to help out anyone in the gaming industry. Yes, it is. And Mr. Phil comes by.
Yeah, who just talking about here?
Yeah, we're just talking about Mr. Phil.
Yeah,
Mr.
yeah.
So,
Got the
um,
gang looking out for you, bro.
yep. So I wanted to mention Paul's YouTube channel. He did his episode 1 was 3 days ago, the weekly wind up episode, a glimpse of a new tabletop baseball commissioner headquarter app, which is the based off the old Pocket Pennant Run. So you want to check out that. We talked about the NFL today, which was I didn't see it live. I just saw on YouTube. I saw it and I was like, oh, that's kind of neat. And then the CFL changes are kind of a bummer for some people. We'll see. I mean, maybe it makes it a better game, but I kind of I like it for what it was, and I don't really need it to be the NFL. We don't need NFL up there. I mean,
No,
I liked how it was because it was different. That's why if I was gonna watch it, if I was gonna play it, I watch it for those different things. I like the
I
bigger
love
field,
it.
the wider field,
I
the
loved it.
goalposts on the goal line, and the rouge, and the different strategies because of that. I really like that, and now that's kind of by the wayside now. It's very Americanized now.
So our man Cutter is Canadian. Cutter,
Could
you're
be,
Canadian. Why are they doing this to your
yeah.
league?
I don't know what's going on with that. Oh, Inside Sports drops 24-25. Oh, that could be kind of fun. I like the PC version of that. Joe installed the latest version. It has the option of game day to play APA, History Maker Baseball, Season Ticket Strata, On Deck Baseball.
No
Okay.
payoff.
I think payoff. It's got to have payoff pitch in there as well. I'm pretty sure it did. Again, I haven't played that yet, but I'm pretty sure when I saw it, I thought it did. Let's see here. So what else do we want to talk about
So
here?
Cutter is from Canada, yeah. And
Okay.
I would love to have explained why they're doing what they're doing to a great game.
Yeah, I don't get it either. Mo says he got the Inside the Crease PC as well. Yeah, I haven't played that in a long time.
Yeah,
I used to practice to that. That was one of the games that I would play and I would practice with that. Um, but yeah, I like the Buccaneers going back to their old uniforms, and the Patriots had their uniforms too, which was good. Except they couldn't hang on to the ball. They fumbled at the goal line, intercepted at the goal line, and then I think they
Oh
had five.
my!
They had 5 turnovers or something like that. They could have actually beat Pittsburgh, but they had 5 turnovers. And
And you're not beating anybody with 5 turnovers.
no, you're not. No, you're not. Let's see here. Mr. Raymond comes by.
Ray Barrett,
Another
that's
Raymond
in
in the
the
chat.
house.
Yep, yeah, good to see him here.
Thank you for that little gift there, Ray. Joe brought it when he came out here.
Joe was
Thank you.
playing some shootout hockey, I heard.
Joe plays everything.
Yeah, and I saw that, so I imagine Raymond got him hooked on the shootout hockey. I almost played the other night too. Me and Vin were talking off air, and I haven't been right for a couple of weeks or so, so I've been playing a lot. The other night I come down, I was like, should I play something? I ended up not playing anything and just going upstairs and just watching TV. I think I was watching, I don't know, the football game or YouTube or something. But I almost pulled out the shootout because I saw Joe was playing. It's like, man, I missed the shootout. I like the cards and flipping them there and the whole bit. But I haven't played shootout in a while. And I ended up not playing anything, which is too bad.
I've been on a rerun of Shorzy.
Shut up.
I confess.
I need the third time is the best. Season 1, the third time is the funniest.
If you're feeling a little down, you gotta watch Shorzy.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
You will laugh. I even started watching the other one though.
Who, me?
Letterkenny. Yeah.
Me?
Oh,
what?
Man.
He does it so fast. He frustrates the women in that show. It's just funny. Sure, is it me? Yes, you. Do I play everyday player hockey? I haven't. I haven't played it much. I did get the football game, and I played that. They're okay. I like how it moves into different zones and goes back and forth. The fast action cards really make that work. Trying to roll the dice is tough, but I think I actually used the Lewis research flipper for that. I think is what I use for that. And that kind of moves the game along. Or maybe it is the fast action cards. I forget what it is, but one of them works a lot better and the puck moves better. I just find it like really difficult to score.
Phil has to stop. He's going to mess this whole chat up and start us on Shorzy, and we're going to go through a whole nother planet.
Yeah. So I do have everyday player, but I don't.
I never played that.
That was one of the first games I got, if you can believe it. One of the first games I got, and I tried it, and it was fine. It's a lot of older seasons, like late '60s, very early '70s. That's as much as they got. If they had more seasons, I might get into a little bit more. It's team cards. It's not individuals. Team cards. I just find that I thought it was very difficult to score. It's like you roll the dice, and if you weren't rolling very high on the dice and you weren't scoring, that was my issue with that game. But the game itself wasn't too bad. Joe's trying to get someone to run a shootout community co-op league. There was one years ago on Delphi, and I think it was Delphi. And so one guy's like, "Oh, I'm going to set it up and do it, and we'll play this season, and everybody can." Pick their games. And so it started off, says, oh, this would be fun to jump in. And it went about 2 weeks and people were falling behind. And then the guy that was supposed to be running it and update it kind of vanished. And so people just like, well, I think that's the end of that.
Joe hasn't met a hockey co-op he doesn't like.
Yeah, I would play that. I really would. I wouldn't run it. I don't have the time to run it, but Cutter says his PC game of choice is Stone Cold. And I like the Stone Cold too. The PC game, you can play it in a couple of minutes. Just keep hitting the button. Yeah. That's kind of fun to play.
I haven't bought any new seasons, but I have the original.
Everyday Player is a redo of Rod Gilbert's Violent World of Hockey. Yes, it is. Okay. It's exactly what it is. It's okay. It's right here. I mean, I'm looking at it right now. It's in the back of my file. It's been in there for like 6 years now, 7 years.
Because you're a collector.
Well, no, that was the first game I bought. One of the first games I bought.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yep. And then I got the football game about 6 months ago. I emailed them and I says, "Look at the football game." They actually sent it to me with a
now that's the Fran Talkington football?
I don't know if that one is the Fran Talkington football or not. I don't know. It's just everyday player football or everyday football.
Okay. No, never mind. Okay. I got you. I thought you meant the original. You bought the original Rod Gilbert game.
Yeah, no. I have the everyday from Yeah, and I forget where I got them from, what website it's at, but um, they were both okay. I played the football. It was like I say, it's 60s, 70s football. It's really old football, so it's a little bit before my time. But I enjoyed some of them. I did some videos on them. It was kind of fun, and that's why we have guys like Kevin and Andrew to run these projects. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Joe has the original Roger Bear game.
Joe's got
Interesting.
every hockey
Yeah,
game that
yeah. And Enzo's got a C action football. I'm not sure. I don't that one. I'm not sure of. C
see
action football.
action.
Yeah, yeah. Um, Joe was
Yeah, I
looking in
don't know
the
what that
Big
is.
Bep. I actually went back and watched my Big Bep hockey video. Ron bought it for me for Christmas a couple years ago, and I printed out the Seals and the Bruins as I do, and I played it, and I had time getting into it.
Yeah, isn't that the one I gave you the AHL season for
I think it is.
in Connecticut? Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
just never
think it
got
is.
into it.
It's all right. Um, it's all right.
I mean, if you get into it, you get every season. He's got them
Well, I mean, if you
everywhere.
you know the game is just okay. I felt that the games I play now are just they just work better for me. And like I tried the Status Pro, it's okay. And the Big Bep, I think they're very similar, kind
Mm.
of, sort of. It's a lot of you know just rolling the dice to see if they shoot or not, and what zone they're shooting in, and just I couldn't get much of a flow going. I mean, maybe if I went back, I would, because I haven't played them in a while.
I like Hockey Blast. I like Grant's game a lot, and I still have a lot of Strat hockey too. So I don't
Yeah,
really.
yeah, I get
I'm not
my
looking to get into more. That's $1 million question right
yeah.
there,
Is it a
Chris.
stats program similar to Football Helper for hockey? Well, yes. The Blue Links, the
Yeah,
Blue Links hockey from Mike Ignatowski.
and
He
it's
just
genius work. The guys
he just
is
created that. So yeah, so there is. So
it's a lot of work.
it'll keep your stats if you want. So check. It's only on Facebook right now. So look up Blue Links hockey spreadsheet on Facebook. So there is that. Um, it's it's got a learning curve and it's
Yes,
very involved, but it will do what you want to do. What I like about it is that you have the option of playing whatever game you want, and you can do full stats. You can just put in final scores, which is kind of
right,
fun too.
right.
And I'm kind of hoping that
I will
Action
say this.
PC
You read my mind.
he did it with the
Okay,
basketball, and I haven't
I
heard
have
anything about it.
no. It's coming. I have. I can't say too much right now, but I have been receiving the season files that we're testing now. When the game comes out, Dave said, oh, now I'm not saying this, I know for a fact because I have not seen a game version yet, but Dave said we will be working on that soon. And when he had sent out an email saying that, and I think he put this on his website, all the new releases are going to have
Yeah,
the manual input. So I
yeah,
fully expect in hockey to
yeah.
have it.
I did hear that. Yeah, he started with basketball, so I imagine I'm kind of hoping it's hockey this year. I really am. Because the thing is what I would like about that is I'm hoping it's that not only can you put in the stats, but you can simulate the games with Action PC too, so you can actually play along with the season, which is something I wish Inside the Crease did, but they don't.
Right,
So
right.
that's what I'm kind of hoping. But yeah, so Chris is I remember trying to download the season and found myself snagged at some point and gave up on it. It it works. It's just you have to do everything in a certain order, and you got to click on certain things at certain times. Because I've Mike's walked me through it, and I've set it up, and I got it to work fine. Could I do it on my own? Well, yeah, I'd have to go back and watch that setup
Right.
again. It does work, but
Mm-hmm.
there's things you got. You load something in, and then you got to hit this button here, and
But
then
if
you
I
go over
remember
here.
correctly, doesn't it prompt you too?
There's a
As
lot
a,
of prompts too, yeah, but
which
there's a
helps.
lot of people like, hey, I'm doing this and I can't get this to work, and it's like, well, did you click on this? And he's like, no. So there's things you got to do, and if you do something out of order, it might create a problem. But a lot of times, like
Okay.
even at the end of the game, you got to specify the goalie and who played, and it's
Okay.
it does work. It's just there's a lot going on with it. and you just got to make sure that you know what you're doing. Because there's some people that are like going like this, bam, 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 and they're not having any problem whatsoever. So, and yeah, try downloading it. Once you get used to it, it's not too bad. Yep, yep. And Brian comes by. Good to see Brian there,
Hey, Brian.
and Mr. John
John Heckle, what's up, man?
rocking out. John's rocking out.
Yes, he
I
does.
know
I'd
he's
like to
rocking
hook
out.
him up with my brother.
I still got my guitar sitting out here. I should play. I keep saying I'm going to play. You talk about collecting. You know, I got a few guitars, not many, but every few years, I'll go on Facebook and buy one, and just like I just never get to play it. So
Yeah,
I
my
do
brother's
collect them, and I hate to get rid of them because I know if I get rid of them, then I'll never play again. Like that's what I tell the wife. She's like, "When are you going to get rid of some of this stuff?" It's like
I tell you,
probably soon, but I hate to get rid of that part of my life. I played for many years.
my brother still has his original, I guess they call it gold something, Gibson Les Paul from like, I think he got it in 1970.
Really?
Oh, yeah. It was his first guitar. And he's got a bunch, but he gigs all over. So, as a matter of fact, he had to play on his birthday down in Myrtle Beach on Sunday. And then he's playing this weekend in Jersey somewhere because I was getting Jeff tickets, and then Jeff told me he couldn't make it. So, because it wasn't far from where Jeff lives up north.
Hmm.
But yeah, they gig a lot, but he loves it. It's Bob Seger tribute band. They're great. They're great.
Nice. Yeah, we went a few weeks ago, and I went with my old bass player and his wife, and the four of us saw a Judas Priest cover band and a Motley Crue cover band, a tribute band, whatever.
Yeah,
And they
that's
all
what they
dressed
are.
up the part. They dressed up the part, which is what I like. I've seen some bands
Okay.
come out and they're all in jeans, and it's just, boy, I don't feel like I'm at a Motley Crue show, and I don't feel like I'm at a whatever show. But when they get all dressed up, I don't,
Yeah.
wigs and all. I don't care. It's
So
just
you want your bands as played
get
also.
me in the mood. Get me feeling it. You know what I mean? Because then I take you a little bit more seriously. And then if you're not playing that well, it's okay because you're looking the part. You know. And I've seen
It's like we say with golf. If you dress good, it don't matter how you play. Just
yeah,
look good. They won't
yeah.
know.
I've seen some tribute bands or cover bands, and you might as well just be a bar band. It's kind of like, man, I look up and I see all these guys. None of them are dressed the part. It's just I might as well just be in any kind of stray bar or a stray club with the band playing this stuff. It didn't make me feel like I was at a show. And these guys come out all dressed up like Motley Crue from 1981. I give them credit. They look good. They sounded pretty good. You know, they did the stuff. It was a good time. Sadly, though, I found out that's the first time I've been to this place. It's like 45-minute hour ride for me.
That's not bad.
No, and tonight I on Facebook there it says, "Come see the last show ever," as so and so plays Friday night. So, in a couple of nights, they're closing, and I was like, I
wow.
just found this place. I never heard of this place, and I just found it. It's like, oh, it's a nice little dive. You know, show up and have something to eat and watch some bands, and now they're shutting down. It's like, oh man, I'm so bummed out. I just found the place.
John's laughing at me. It's a gold top, John. Is that what it's called? What do I know, John? I'm a
Yeah,
sports guy. I
I
can't
know.
even whistle.
I
My
know.
great
Arnold comes by.
grandfather was in the New York Philharmonic. I got music, my whole family. Boom. I was born, stopped, dead in its tracks. I can't even whistle.
Arnold comes by. Hi, Arnold. What have you been playing, Arnold?
What's up, man?
What's
What have you
Arnold
been
been
at?
playing? I want to know what Arnold's been playing.
I think Arnold's been playing some baseball.
Someone just said Inside Sports has dropped 24-25 hockey. So, the website address might have changed. Okay. He said no. They just changed the website. Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't think they would be done.
No.
No,
Chris is a good guy, too.
yeah. I've talked to both of them on email, and it's been fun. I mostly play the PC games. I don't do much of the print stuff with them, the cards and dice.
I do like his Inside Crease hockey game.
I
But
like the
I
football.
learned it better playing the PC version.
Oh, that's what I play. I play the PC version. I really like that. You know.
Yeah.
And so Mo says, yeah, the new hockey season just come out. Yeah, he said that. Yep. Yep. I
John.
still haven't played. I have it for 49 highlight hockey, and I was supposed to play the finals last year, and I wanted to play the Maple Leaf series too. But I got to go in and edit the Excel files because Brad Marchand is on the extras list, so I need to make sure he's in there for the game.
I'm plugging my way through last year's playoffs, but that's the way I do things. I'm a plotter.
John says he would never laugh at you. He's laughing with you.
Thank you, buddy.
So
I don't believe you.
yeah, and
Gold
again,
top. Let's say gold top. Gold top. Okay.
inside the crease cards and dice game. I like it. I think it does a lot of things really well.
Mm-hmm.
I think it really feels like a hockey game. You got your block shots. What I like about it is you try to make a pass to somebody, and then it tells you what to look at. Like it'll say like pass to left wing, right wing, physicality 7. So you look to see if the right wing's going to step up and make the hit on the play, and then you're going to get a loose puck, and then you see who's going to pick up the puck. So it does a lot of the little things that other games don't do that really make it feel like you're watching a hockey game.
Yeah.
So that I really do like that, and I like the PC one.
If I think you agree, if it had autoplay for a lot of good games, because you got to play every game out to play, and I don't like the way the schedule gets handled. I can get confused playing a season because it doesn't really mark off the games, something like that. I forget. I haven't played in a while. But as far as the game itself, it's great, and the PC game will teach you how to play the board game without a doubt. So.
Yeah. What I like about the PC game is that if it says, loose puck, right wing, and left D +4, it does the addition for you. So you don't have to do any addition. So if the left D is a 2 and you're adding 4, he's now a 6.
Right.
And it lights up where you're supposed to click. So you basically click on to see who wins the battle. And I like that.
Yeah.
And it does a lot of fun things like that. I still get screwed up with the penalties. Penalties always screw me up in hockey games, and that's one that I could never figure out. I've read the directions a million times. I can't figure out the penalties in that game. So I just give somebody a 2-minute minor and call it a day because I can't figure it out. But I like how the PC game does the automatic line flips for you, or you can put them in manually. I do like that. And D13 comes by. He was one of the people that answered our Patreon question for collecting, and so you will hear that, and you'll hear his response on the show, and that comes out hopefully tomorrow. We recorded that tonight. And Joe says, I don't like to play on the computer. Yeah, no, it's whatever works for you. I prefer cards and dice too, but that's one game I really, really do like on the computer. I really do.
Yeah, but it does play great, cards and dice.
And like, most of when you play inside the crease, you can broadcast the game as you play. It plays like a real game. Yes, it does. And I tell you, I practiced at that. I do. And if you go back and see some of the videos on that, I do. It's like, here's a pass across. Here's a shot. Is it blocked? Yes, it's blocked. Goes into the corner. Loose puck. Who's going to get it? This guy gets it. Throws it up on the wing. You really, that's one of the if that game there, if you could simulate games in that computer game, I would be my most played computer game.
That's what I just said before. Yeah, I would love it.
But because you can't simulate any of the games, and I like how the box score looks. I like the standings. I like the aesthetically, it's very pleasing. I like that. And the game takes me over an hour to play, even on the computer. It takes me over an hour to play. But the problem is that you play a game and that's it. There's no simulating. There's no, if whatever you play, you play. So you have to play every single game. And so that makes it tough when you're trying to do that, to try to, get involved. So,
but the board game for Joe, I think he would like it.
I think he might like it too.
He could try mine, Joe. Joe, wait on me. I'll lend it to you.
I printed it out. I have the print version. I think I got it on one Black Friday, and I tried. I think I actually used the there's a fact flipper that flips the game for you rather than the cards, because you got to print out all the cards. I don't think I printed out the cards.
Well, I bought the printed version.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
What's great about the PC game? It flips the card for you, but it really focuses on what you need to see.
Yep.
The cards, you open up like a book, and there's all kinds of data on there. And 90% of it you're not worried about. You're just focusing on one thing. So what the computer game does is it shows you what you're looking for, and
Right.
it doesn't. You don't get any of the other stuff, and nothing gets mucked up.
Yeah, and in that way, it teaches you to play the board game.
Yeah,
That's why, and it's not expensive. So
yeah.
the printed
D13 says it
version of the game is
45 minutes for a game. Boy, it takes me
wow.
longer. It takes me longer than that.
The
Even on the
cards and
PC,
dice version, he's talking.
that takes me. It takes me a lot longer than that. Um,
I'm just
and
not that smart. I
yeah,
can't grasp it that much.
Raymond says my fun goal is to collect and play all the cards and dice hockey games and the CD computer games too. I started to do that too. There's not too many hockey games I don't have, although there's probably more than I think. Um, there's just some I tried once or twice and didn't do much for me.
Mm.
Um, I never say no to a game because look what happened with 49 highlight hockey. If I had said, "Oh, no more hockey games for me," then I wouldn't have found 49 highlight hockey, which I really really like. So,
And in all honesty, if you didn't, I don't think me and Joe would have been playing it.
well, yeah, well, that's the thing is you explore games and someone finds a game like, "Oh man, this is really kind of cool."
Because to me, it was like looking at wow, look at that grid. I can't follow that. And then when you started figuring it and playing it and broke it down, I'm like, I gotta be nuts. Look at Barbara. She learned it. Like I said, she
Yeah.
dropped you like a hot potato.
Yeah, yeah. She's been
Yeah.
playing it. She hasn't played it in a while. And she told me that she goes, "I'm going to forget how to play." It's like it took me a while, but you just remember. You remember. You don't really forget that. And Joe says, looking at all these hockey games to see the Big Bep and Shootout offers so many seasons. Shootout offers a decent amount. John's got a decent amount. And he always adds a new season on too in the spring. Every now and then he'll squeak out an odd season from the past. And every now and then he'll say, "Hey, what do you suggest?" I'll be like, I would suggest this or I would suggest that. And so he'll sometimes he'll pump out something that I was listening to, which is kind of fun. Um, and sometimes he just comes up with like I was like, I need 74-75. And he did. He came out with 74-75 a few years ago. And then I think I said 90-91 would be a good one, So and then the other one I says 71-72 is a good year, or 78-79. I forget what it
Any of the
was.
70s to me are must haves. Any of them.
I'm trying to think, what does he have 78-79? No, he doesn't. That's the other one I said. That's another season I like. That Rangers getting to the finals would be another good one. So I told him, I said that'd be a fun one to get to.
Isn't that the one that Grant released? The last one he released, Grant?
Yes,
Yeah.
it was. Yeah, I
Hmm.
really like that one.
Hmm.
Inside the Crease offers a lot of seasons as well too. Yep. DJ John out there on the left coast just ordered the new In the Crease season. Been checking daily, and you guys mentioned it now on the site. Yes, yeah, it's fantastic. Oh, look at this! Arnold's been playing solitaire pro football.
So have I, Arnold.
Yeah,
So have
I've
I.
been back into that too. That game's addicting. It plays so fast.
Oh, man.
Those fast action cards make that game move.
I have nothing to do tomorrow, so I am going to go upstairs. If my daughter's sleeping, I'm going to go finish that 85 Bears, 84 Dolphin game.
I, I enjoy that game. I pulled it out. That's one of those games where I pull out and put it on the table, and it's there for a few days. I'll just play that whether I'm live on YouTube or not. I'll just bang out a bunch of games because it's just so fun. It's just I'm all set up. It's like let me just put two more teams there.
Yeah, I got a bunch of great teams too. I got the whole Super Bowl set.
Oh
The
man, that's a deal. That's a
Yeah,
deal.
I got the
Yeah.
60s, 60 great teams, and I bought the 2024 last season because I wanted to definitely have a bunch of running quarterbacks. I had told you
Yeah.
that. So,
Yeah.
and I got a man crush on Josh Allen now.
I would imagine. Yes, as far as running, yeah.
And what a good kid. I watched Hard Knocks. He is just so much fun to be around.
He,
Hey,
yeah.
yeah,
It.
he's
Like I said, I root for the Bills. I do. And I feel bad that they've had three cracks at Kansas City and can't get by them, and
mm,
one of them they should have got by them.
yeah,
But
yeah.
it would be kind of fun to play them in a Super Bowl against one of the teams that played the Chiefs. But yeah, but their time's running out with him. They need to, you know, fish or cut bait, as they say, with that guy because he's not going to be young forever and do everything he's doing. At least Mahomes got you some Super Bowls.
Yeah.
But Josh Allen went. There's not many quarterbacks like that around anymore.
No,
The whole Roethlisberger and Brady and Manning and that whole class of quarterbacks is now gone.
Yeah, and Josh Allen brings that. He'll
Yep,
run you right over
yep.
to the
There's only a
game.
handful of quarterbacks in the league now that stick out, and he's one of them.
Yeah.
And what was it 2 years ago? Not last year, but 2 years ago. Every quarterback got hurt. There were some quarterbacks on their third and fourth quarterback because everyone was injured. It was such a bad year for quarterbacks, and it's like, man, they would have Monday Night Football coming up, and they're like, tonight it's I don't know who the quarterback is, but it's this it's this team taking on this guy and the the practice squad quarterback because everyone else is hurt. It just what can you do with that?
Yeah.
Remember the Super Bowl there, the quarterback they were on the wide receiver playing quarterback in the Super Bowl, San Francisco, I think it was. Everyone was
Oh,
hurt playing the Chiefs, and they couldn't throw the ball. All they could do was run because the guy just handed it off. It was a playoff game or a Super Bowl or something. They were down to the wide receiver playing quarterback.
I don't remember that. Who was quarterback? And Samuel? Debo Samuel?
I don't know. I don't remember, but I just remember. I didn't watch the
Recently?
game, but it was like 3 years ago, I think.
The Brock Purdy Mahomes?
Maybe. Let me go here. It
See,
was
again, I haven't followed
maybe
football. Followed football too much.
2019.
That would be it.
Box score. No, that was Garoppolo 2019. But I thought that there was a Super Bowl that they had one of the quarterbacks was just maybe it was 2023. Maybe that was it.
Yeah, I don't
And
remember that.
yeah, they had Brock Purdy, he got hurt, and then Juwan Jennings was the quarterback for San Francisco.
He won't be getting a gold jacket anytime soon.
Yeah, so Sam Donald was hurt, Brock Purdy was hurt, Debo Samuel was the wide receiver in there throwing, and they had some guy,
Hmm.
Juwan Jennings, a wide receiver, playing. Yep. So yeah, everyone was hurt that year, and that was kind of too bad. Let's see. Back to the chat here. Mr. Dufferman with the Seattle Kraken logo comes in. I still got to get the Kraken on the table. I have that season. What season was that I bought Vin with the Kraken in it? It was 20. I can't even read it over there.
Couldn't have been too long ago.
Yeah, I do have Seattle over here. I think I have Seattle over there
I
somewhere.
like that franchise. I'm hoping that kid bounces back, Matty Beniers.
Now it's bugging me. What season is that, Vin? 17, 18? No, it wouldn't be 17, 18, right?
No.
Wouldn't be 20. Oh, no, maybe I don't. Maybe I don't have Seattle. Oh, you know what I was thinking about? I think maybe that's the one I was going to buy last year. I was going to buy last year's set from Appa so I could put it on the table. And I didn't get it. That's what I did. I didn't pull the trigger. I got the 60s seasons, and then at the last second, I switched it from 24-25 to 2000-2001. Because I just don't know enough. It's an expensive season. I just don't know enough of the guys.
I'm trying to. Well,
Chris says I can play a Strat Hockey in 45. Same with Hockey Blast. Yeah, Hockey Blast is about 45 minutes for me, and Strat Hockey was about 45 minutes too. That's about right.
Strat Hockey goes fast.
Appa and Hockey Bones a little bit longer for me. Back in the
John's
chat.
doing the Preds, huh?
Yeah, I need to catch up on the chat. I'm behind in the chat. That's what I do. Oh boy, Sean made it. Sean made it here. Yeah, here's the pitch. He keeps bugging me in here. I'll have to check that out at some point. I just haven't got it. And Barbara says I would not be playing 49 highlight hockey if she didn't see it. Yep. Oh, good. She played the other night and it came back to that's fun when you struggle with it. You're like, oh, but then all of a sudden it's like, oh, this is great. This is great.
Yeah, it's really not hard.
It's just kind of refocusing after playing different games. 86, 87. Yeah, anything 80s would be okay, I would think. Joe says it's about 45 minutes for him as well. Phil says hockey games are the greatest. I can't collect anymore for a while, but I'm excited for his 95, 96 Blues Strat project. Fantastic. I thought he put something else in here that I missed. Over 100 hockey games out there and increasing.
Wow. So I just looked them up. Time is flying. Seattle came in 21-22. This is going to be their
Really?
fifth season already.
Wow. Wow. Yeah.
Their second season, they did well.
Mo says if he enjoys Fourth Street football, he'll try Fourth Street hockey. I'm interested in seeing that too. I haven't done anything with that. Was it Ryan that was going to show me that? I was in Connecticut and he was getting ready to go. He says, "Oh, I'll show you this game," and he goes, "Oh, I got to try to remember how to play it." And he sat down and he was trying to figure it out. And he's like, "Oh man, I got to go." So so I'm hoping at some point I'll see that on my table. But I haven't played any of the Fourth Street games.
No, I
It's
just hear
just
how deep they are, and I don't have
some
the head for that no
yeah.
more.
Sometimes it's like I don't want it quite that deep, and sometimes I do. I got to get with Paul because so again the website here. Uh, Paul's Sports Desk. Go check that out. I told him I'd mention it so people could go check out his website. Um, he is doing something with the app of Master Baseball game in that software there, I think, or in a
Really?
separate software. And it's like, boy, anything that can help me learn the Master game because I want to play the Master game for Appa. I really enjoyed my time with it. It's a lot. It's just such a deep game,
Baseball.
which with baseball, which is why I enjoyed it. But it's just I haven't played it enough, so I completely forget how to play it now. But I remember enjoying what I had, you know. And Cutter's going to drown his sorrow in some stone cold hockey the way his Jays are playing. Yeah. Patrick says, I'm in KC, home of the Scouts. Oh, speaking about that, my I think I mentioned this the other day, didn't I? My friend locally, he likes to go around to all the Goodwills and the Savers and stuff. And he goes, look at this T-shirt I found. And it was a secondary logo for the Kansas City Scouts
Oh,
on a
wow.
T-shirt. It was like this Indian running around, and the Indian had the Scouts logo on his shirt. So I sent him that. I went to somewhere on the internet. I said, this is the logo that you got. I says it was a secondary logo for the Scouts, and it says what are the chances you find that
That's
up here in
cool.
Massachusetts? So I'm trying to buy it off him. I don't know if it's going to fit. He says it's an XL, but it's really small. But
Doesn't have to fit. You just
but
want it.
yeah, he wished they would have gotten them too. Kind of bored with them. Is what Patrick was saying. And Raymond says, Phil, don't use injuries in your season replay when Fuhra's in net. Too funny. Too funny. Oh, man. And Mo says, with 4th Street hockey, you actually have to move the puck all over the ice. Plus, if the games are too hard, I can use them for fireplace material. I did hear that the hockey game was pretty involved.
Yeah.
But I might want to check it out. What was that other game there? I think it was Gandalf bought it. It was like $10 on sale last Black Friday. I didn't buy it. I thought about it, and Gandalf bought it, and he said he got an ice cream headache reading the instructions. It was so deep.
Ugh.
And it comes with a spreadsheet, but it looks like it's like a calico spread. The colors are just killing you, and even the cards are killing you. And I think PJ was the one that said he was offering to redesign the cards for this game because the cards are just all over the place. And I forget what the game is called now.
I'd never be able to focus like that. There's a couple of games out there that just feel like I'm like, I don't know.
What was the name of that hockey game? Oh boy.
Do not know. Quick play version?
No, this was like
Oh.
monstrous. But again, it's like how deep do you want to get? I'm trying to see if I can see it here. I thought I created a folder for it. I can't, off the top of my head, I'm not finding it. I forget what it was called. Rinkside.
Oh,
Rinkside. That's what it was.
no, listen, God bless that guy, but
I don't have a folder for it. Yeah, it was called
Yes.
Rinkside Hockey, and it was just. I was really kind of hoping to, but I'll show you the Rinkside Hockey.
I remember going to their website and
Yeah, so let me see if I can share this real quick. And I'm not dumping on this at all, by the way, but I just want to.
Listen, the guys that can, people out there,
But
gamers can
so
grasp that stuff. God
so
bless.
so you see that right there.
Yeah,
So that's the I don't know if I can zoom in at all on that.
that's the game board.
So that's the spreadsheet. That's the Excel spreadsheet.
Right.
And it's just, to me, that was too confusing. Um so again, you get the board game or you get the Excel computer game center, which is what this is. And I suppose if you played it, you know exactly what you're looking for, but that was just so confusing for me. And there's just so many individual battles and things going on. I just said, you know something? Um says, yeah, I think I'm all set with that. Mm, hang on a sec. Let me
No, that scares me.
oh boy, I need to get rid of this right here. Hang on a sec. There we go. Yeah, I saw that and I was just like, oh man. And then when I, you know, heard about how big the manual was, I was like, oh man, I don't know if I could even get into this. But I mean, some people love it, you know.
And you know what? I give them a lot of credit. They're able to grasp it and focus on it, and you know, I think it's great. I'm
Garoppolo
not
got
one of them.
Garoppolo got injured in the season. That's when Purdy went down in the game. Yeah, there was one of those games that went through so many quarterbacks, you know. John says, I'm 70 games into my 2024 Preds using 49 highlight hockey.
That's great.
Preds are 20 and 50. I never had more
That's not
fun
great.
losing a game. Each win is momentum, monumental. Yeah, yeah. And Jennings, we were talking about there. Um, yeah, I've got to get the Krakens. Yeah, we have to release the Kraken. I know we do. I know we do. Dufferman got his XHL over the weekend. I haven't played it, but I'm still working on my roller hockey version of that. And I just haven't been able to finish it yet. But I do plan on getting a roller hockey version of that.
You know, that's another set. Like I was telling you, I'm not a collector, but I got 8,000 different tournaments and
Yeah,
seasons I want to run, and I would love to go deep with that XHL set because it's
yeah.
so many things you can do with it.
Yes, you can. Yep.
And
Yeah.
just what do you do? What do you pick and what do you choose? And I don't know. I'm in a football mood lately, but my sport is getting ready to start, so I'm probably gonna end up diving into hockey.
Yeah, I was big into football here. Now I'm slowly sliding back into the hockey right now.
Well, the
Um,
newness of solitaire pro football has me too, because everybody loves to play a new game that
yeah.
they got, and it just plays so easy too. It's
Well, that's
just
the thing is it plays so fast. It's like, and again, time's not the issue because again, it's about enjoying the game. But when I set up Apple Football, as you guys know how much I love that game, I know I'm into it for a good 20 minutes to a half hour to get it set up for an as played, and then I'm into it for another 2 hours or so playing the game, and that's fine. It doesn't bother me. I like that. But sometimes it's, I look at it, it's like, man, if I want to play a football game tonight, well, if I just put the team sheets on the table and start flipping cards, I can get this done in like an hour and 15 minutes instead
right.
of, closer to 2.5 or 3 hours. And sometimes that's just a little bit more appealing than it is setting up for Apple or something like
Yeah,
that.
it's just because it's just easier when
It's so fast, and it's
Yeah,
just
it's
it makes it fun,
no stress, nothing.
Joe, I'm not sure why Gary's not selling the printed version of the game anymore. I remember about a year ago, I was talking to him and ST about that, and they were talking about the problems with selling printed games and where they were going. I think Grant was in on that too. That discussion, I think, if I'm remembering correctly, and they were talking about some of the problems with selling printed games versus PDFs, and so it was just easy to do the PDFs and trying to set up the printed version and get them. I forget what it was, but he had a couple of reasons why he was doing it that way, and he knew it was going to cause some issues in the community because people want to get the printed stuff. And I don't remember exactly what it was, but he said he was having some issues with something or didn't have the time to do the printed stuff. But he's still coming out with seasons. Every now and then you'll get an email and he'll come out with new seasons for something, whether it's the hockey or whether it's some of his other games. It's been ugly good, the Preds replay. And Mike in the truck comes by. Here's another guy playing some solitaire
Yes. Hey,
pro
Mikey, what's
football.
going on?
Yeah, I think he's playing. Was it 78 Steelers? He was playing. Was that what I saw?
Him too. That's what Arnold's playing. Arnold's
Was it?
playing the 78 season.
I forget what Mike in the truck was playing, but I know he said he was playing um, the solitaire pro football. Yeah, I pulled it. I played a couple of games back to back the other day and just enjoyed it. And I got the two different decks. I bought an extra deck, so I have two decks I alternate with, and I just kind of flip through them.
I
And
have the two, and I still didn't cut out the original one that comes with the game.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I know
So I
it's
have
it's
three
a
in
pain.
total.
It is kind of a pain, having all those cards. But you print it out and you cut it once and you're done.
I
It's not
had
something.
like a minor party when I got the last one done.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
like, oh,
yeah. You can
man.
still get the PDF of that, and it's all team cards. That's the thing, and the team cards are like the size of the shootout cards, so you really don't need uh, too much printed on that. It is nice getting the game boards printed, but yeah, I think it's just the momentum track and the couple of charts. So it's really not there's not a ton of stuff to print. So the PDF should be fine.
When it's team
Um,
sheets, I don't mind PDFs. I mean, I
yeah,
could print them on cardstock. I could, laminate them. I could whatever. I don't know. Find it easier.
I haven't played the XHL either, as it's been written. Um,
Who invited this guy in there? Who invited him?
I don't know. I don't know. And second season is fun too. Yep, yep. Chris says he started the 80 Chargers.
Great team.
That should
Love
be
it.
fun. That should be fun.
I had them in a face-to-face strat league for years.
We need played football score sheets for download. That would be wonderful. Oh my gosh, wouldn't it? Wouldn't that be great? And that way, there you could just kind of go to print it out and that would make things so much easier
There you go.
for laying
Chat.
out your games.
There you go. Chat room. There's a good
But the problem is
financial business
with
opportunity.
football though, it's not like baseball. You have your starting lineup, and then those are the guys you run with for most of the game. Football, it's you have your starting lineup, but that might be for one play,
Yeah.
and then you start bringing in different wide receiver packages or runners or tight ends or whatever it is. So there's 22 guys out there, so you never know who's going to be on the field at one particular time. So
Mhm.
I simplify it myself when I play APA. I have the starting lineup for defense, and that's it. That's only those 11. I don't go beyond that.
Yeah.
And for offense, I do my 11, and then I sprinkle in some extra runners and receivers just to kind of mix it up.
That's
It's
why
just
I love the matchup college football.
yeah. When you do
Love it,
that,
brother.
yep,
Love it.
yep,
Everybody can get in the game.
yep. Yeah, second season in Solitaire Pro do the same thing. Was you get the team sheets. Second season, I mean, I'm sorry, season ticket does too. You get the team sheets, and people are on there. And if you're doing an as play, then you might have to re-roll or look at something different there if someone's not in the game.
Yeah, you would have to adjust the finders.
Yeah, yep.
Mhm.
So, but that'd be the only thing about that. And season ticket football. Just mentioned that it is. Yeah, there's a lot of the team sheets set up so fast. They really do. I do like the second season. I played that a couple of times here in the channel. I really do like that.
Second season, I like. Season ticket is just easier as far as setup and everything.
Yeah,
But second season's just a brilliant, brilliant game.
yeah,
It really is.
they're great. Play recently a Smokey and the Bandit game or somewhat. Was that the trucking game?
Yeah,
They
yeah,
did the trucking game. Yeah,
yeah.
the trucking game. Oh, and Mike in the truck is playing 78 playoffs solitaire pro football. Yep, yep, yep.
Hmm.
So good for that. Um, let's see here. And Mo says I purchased it 2 weeks ago. Now it says out of stock for the main game. Some seasons, but some seasons are still available. Well, that's kind of weird.
Is that for
I think we were
second
talking.
season?
No, I think they were talking about the Stone Cold hockey.
Oh.
Um, let me look that up. Stone Cold hockey game. Stone Mountain Press. So okay, print edition. Let me go back and the PDF edition. All right, so the core game's $20, and there's not a ton of stuff to print with that. It's a handful of charts in the momentum track. But there's still some seasons there. 70, 74 WHA. It's got some 2 or 3 WHA sets. 67, 21, 22, 90, 91. He's got a lot of seasons there.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, and they're fairly inexpensive. Again, they're team cards, so you get them for $8 to $10 or something like that.
Right.
And the core game's 20.
Right.
So
PDF, print them out.
it is available PDF. So it's a fun game. It's a lot like Shootout in the same way where you roll the dice and you see how much time's elapsed, and then you roll on the chart to see who gets the puck.
Mm-hmm.
And what kind of there's 2 different charts to look at. One's kind of like the offensive chart, one's a defensive chart, and then you see what happens on the play. That's kind of how that works.
Chris is
And
asking. Okay.
Gus comes by. We were talking CFL
Oh,
like a lot at the beginning of dusk. The CFL changing the rules. Wonder if we might see more folks playing them on the table. No 55. No, the Rug is pretty much gone. Field goes back at the end zone.
Terrible.
I don't know. I play. There are a few times I played CFL. I play it because of the rules, how different they are from the NFL.
Yep. I won't play current CFL now with all of this.
And it's like now it's too much like the NFL.
Yeah.
So, season ticket has a lot of college teams. I'm not sure.
They do not have any. Season ticket does not do college. Season ticket football. Bless you. Does not do college football.
Yeah, Ronvo has the baseball stuff for payoff pitch. It's pretty nice too.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Joe offers that on his website too. I think he has some score sheets all done up with payoff pitch, doesn't he?
I never saw that.
Oh boy, I forgot to tell Barbara that. Hang on a sec. Sideline strategy freebies. Yeah, the payoff pitch base or research. There's a quick results. I thought somebody had payoff pitch all done up with all the ratings in there too.
Oh, not pre-filled as played lineups.
I thought they were pre-filled. And Gus says he's not a fan of some of those changes. Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
I'm not at all.
Gus is playing Stone Cold on the PC. So it's no pre-filled lineups. I thought I saw somewhere that had pre-filled lineups. I thought I had some too. The score sheet, the field, the ratings, and the symbols.
Yes, Chris, on to your question there, yes.
As played pre-filled score sheets. Ron's Baseball Sim website. Available as played score sheets are now available.
That's Ron Bernier, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, another good.
Okay, so payoff. Okay, he's got a handful of seasons here. So he's got inside pitch. He's got some other as plays. He's got payoff pitch. Comes with some of the ratings on the cards here.
He doesn't charge a lot either. That's a lot of work he does.
It's a donate. It really is.
Is it?
Yeah.
Just a donation?
Yeah. It doesn't say. On the inside pitch, all contributors of $5 or more receive their choice of a season. 1 season per $5 donated. Payoff pitch doesn't show anything. So they don't have 86 though. They have 85. And it's 78, 79. The payoff pitch stuff is free. It just asks for a donation.
That's fair enough.
Yeah. And so, yeah, I think I seen those before. It's got every game, yeah, and it's all laid out, and it's all filled out on the score sheet, which is um, pretty wild. I know I think I took a look at them one. I've never used them, but I think I did take a look at them. Let's see, payoff pitch. Oh yeah, here we go. So yeah, so they do have yep, they have it's 2,100 pages.
Oh my goodness.
But it's got the lineups of the pitchers and all the ratings on it right there. So I mean, it's all done up for you. It's pretty wild. So he's got a handful of seasons there. So if anybody's wondering, there is a handful of seasons there. Just saying. Um, so he does have pre-fill. They're not every season though, is what it is.
Okay. Hey, Corey. Good to see you.
And Chris says he has the payoff pitch 78 season. Yes, it is the link to Ronbo. Yep. And yeah, D Scott, do they have the two guys in motion? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what they have with that. They didn't change everything. They changed a lot of the size of the field, so now they're going to shrink the fields. The end zones are shrunken down. I'm wondering if they're trying to make it more like American football, so they can bring some of that to the United States. Because like you couldn't play, I don't think you could play Canadian football in Foxborough. The field is not set up to be 65 yards wide and as long as it is.
Oh, you mean you think they might feature their game
Well, I'm thinking if they
on
wanted to come,
American fields?
yeah, if they wanted to come south, they couldn't do it like it is.
That would
Yeah,
really suck.
Digi Dugout is the way to go. It really is.
Canadian football is such a unique product, man.
Oh, Digi Dugout has the payoff pitch. I didn't know that. It's got the lineups because that's where I go. Well, I didn't know it had the payoff pitch on here. Custom score sheet. Oh, you got to buy that. I was going to subscribe to this just because I use it a lot. Exclusive membership, one-time payment of $20. Team customization. Oh, playoff game score sheets. Oh, I gotta become a premium member.
For $20, I guess so. Joe's saying it's free. What's he talking?
Oh, it is free, but you can get some extra stuff in here.
Wow.
So you get the basic score sheets, but then you can show score sheets for specific teams, search by bat, by pitcher. You can change the team details, and you can get tailor the score sheet.
And the May has an inside track on everything, so maybe I thought that's what he was talking
But
about.
the membership gives you unlocked playoff game score sheets. So that's what I really need. I love that. So yeah, Digi Dugout, I love going here. But
$20.
I don't see how it I don't think it's got the payoff pitch on here though. I don't think it's got the payoff pitch that I can see. It's got the lineups, but I don't. Yeah, no, it just
Joe, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Oh, you can rotate the lineups too. That's crazy. I didn't know you could do that.
What do you mean?
Like you if you go to Digi Dugout, you can grab the guy and drag him around before you print out the roster. Yeah, that's kind of wild.
That is nice.
Corey comes by. Hi, Corey. Good to see us, guys. Yeah, it's always good to see you guys. Digi Dugout offers everything for payoff pitch pre-fills. I didn't see that. They have the teams, but I didn't see the payoff pitch at Digi Dugout. I'm here right now, and I'm not seeing that unless it's even with the Digi Plus. I didn't see. I didn't see that you had payoff pitch options. But I use it a lot, so I meant to go sign up for $20. I want to give those guys my support.
Sure.
Yeah, the way the Patriots are going, they aren't playing American football, so maybe they'll move up. You know, maybe they'll move up to play the Canadian Football League. Um, yeah, it's a lineup. Okay, yeah. Ronbo has the pre stuff. Triple G coming by.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Thanks for coming by. We're just gonna have a little open here chat tonight. Me and Vinny recorded a show tonight that I'll edit hopefully tomorrow and get it out to you guys. We talked about the collecting part of the hobby.
Yeah, that was good stuff.
Yeah, it was just fun there hearing some people. We commented on a lot of the other people chiming in what they thought about collecting in the hobby, and
Yeah.
so that was fun. Yeah, we had about 10 or 12 people, I think. We wrote
Yeah,
in
no, it
on
was good feedback.
on the Patreon, and so we
Mhm.
read off that and that with that. Excuse me. What was I gonna say over here? I've been going through I had to move my basement around here. They snaked out our main sewer pipe here, so I had to move, and it's right here, right next to me.
Of course.
So they moved I had to move everything out of the way over here, and they did a good job with it, but now it stinks down here, so I got to go and put a cover back over here. It's kind of weird seeing it sitting here right in the middle of the floor. I got it all covered up, but it's a big hole in my floor because that's where it is.
Stuff some socks and underwear in there.
Well, I'm just gonna get a big rug and put it over it, and just I got to put something hard over so you don't fall in if somebody steps on it because it's just a hole.
Really?
It's just a hole in the ground. Yeah, it's all tiled in, but there's a big space here that you have to get at it so you can get at the main, and there's just a hole in the ground. It's kind of weird.
Oh wow.
So and I can't fill it in because then they won't be able to get at it. Because we did one time here. It was a Saturday. It was back in 2020, right in the middle of COVID, and nothing moved. And I was like, oh my gosh! I was doing a laundry, and it just backed up, and water went everywhere. So the friends of ours actually run a drain cleaning company, and they come over. I think it was a Saturday night, late, at like 8 or 9 o'clock, and I was like freaking out, like, what if you can't flush the toilet all weekend? You know what I mean? What do we do? We can't take a shower. And this guy, he was here a couple of hours drilling away, and he finally ground up a whole bunch of roots in the line way out there. And once he ground up the roots, everything moved fine. He goes, you should be doing that like every year or so. We waited 5.
Oh,
He
sounds
showed
like
up and
me.
ground them out, and he pulled out more roots. He's like, yeah, you should be good now. I'm like, whew. He goes, the line's okay. He goes, I don't think you got to replace it, which is like buco bucks, and I don't.
You know what you could do? You can get some mesh and kind of sink it in, and then get a little bit of stone, flatten it, even out, then put a rug over it. And then anytime they have to do it, they don't have to chop and dig. Just remove
Yeah,
it.
no. What I'm getting at is the roots in the line that was blocking it up.
Right, but I'm saying you're
Yeah.
saying the hole can't be covered or filled in.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put some wood over it, and then I'll put a rug over that.
That's true too. You get a piece of plywood, just like
Yeah, I just don't want anybody to step on it and fall through because, like, you look at it now and you're like, oh, I'll step over there, and you're gonna go right down in it and twist your ankle. So, and it stinks a little bit too. So I gotta put some rugs over that.
And you have games stashed down there too.
Yeah, actually, I had a file cabinet right next to me on my left. It was a metal file cabinet, and it was all rusted, and I couldn't figure out why. And it's like, oh, it must have been from the moisture from that. So I'm kind of hoping it's not going to wreck anything else around here. But yeah, the file cabinet was right over the top of that, so I do need to cover that up and make sure that nothing comes out of there. Rombo, yes, Rombo does have inside pitch and payoff pitch. Yep. Yeah, we need a hockey website that offers pre-filled lineups. I know.
We're
And-
like,
well,
we're the redheaded stepchild of sports.
Well, it's so hard with hockey because you got all these different lines going in and out. With basketball, you have your starting 5. So on Basketball Reference, that's easy. And then it shows you everybody that played in the game. That's where I go. So when I'm playing my bank shot.
Yeah, but hockey would be like do what you do with highlights in the Excel files for each game.
Yeah, but I'm guessing at the lines. That's my thing.
They would be able to set the lines as played.
Yeah, but what I'm getting at is I know the 17 or 18 skaters.
Yeah.
I just don't know who played with who.
Right.
So sometimes I'll go to the APA site and I'll look at what Appa did, and I'll use that as my guideline. Or sometimes I'll just go and look to see who played the most. So sometimes just go with the best guys. If I
Yeah.
look at the D, I take my two best D, then my second best D, and my third best D.
Well, the thing is, too, in hockey, they do switch things up. Like you take the Oilers, for example, they'll
Never the same. Never the same.
no, they mix and match a lot. You'll see Draisaitl with McDavid and Hyman, and then you'll see Draisaitl with Nugent Hopkins and vice
Right.
versa. So yeah, I guess that's kind of tough.
So the hockey, as long as I get the skaters right, even with 49 highlight hockey, or quick text, I see who played in the game. I do my best to make lines.
As
And
long
then,
as you're having fun, bro.
then the other thing is the fourth line. That's what's kind of tough, is the fourth line, because back in the day, they didn't have four full lines. They had three and a half, or 3 2/3.
Right.
So someone always has to double shift from a different line. So I would put the first line guy. So if the fourth line had a left wing and a center, I would take the first line right wing and double shift him on the fourth line. So that fourth line actually was pretty decent because you had a first line guy on it. But I don't know how else to work around that. That's the other thing. So I just did my best with it.
That's all you do, and you have fun with it.
And Jeff says, check out a product called Root Out. Put
That's
it in the toilet
interesting.
to get rid of the roots from going into the pipes. Yeah, the guy told us, he goes, there's a tree right out front that's probably crushing our pipe, and hopefully it ain't going to crush it before I die and they have to replace it. But he said as long as they keep grinding out the roots every year or so, he says it should be okay. And so he said he ground out a lot of roots. We weren't backed up this time, which is kind of good. Hockey Viz has all the lines in every game since 07, 08. I've heard something about that, Scott. I went there and I couldn't figure it out. There's been a couple of sites people said, go there and check this out. And I went there and I couldn't find it. And I couldn't figure out what was what, and I never found the line. So I have heard some things, but I haven't heard anything about that. I mean, I couldn't figure it out, is what I'm getting at. For hockey, they could do something like ball stat, ball score, just do what Vin said, just list the roster. Yep, I'm kind of hoping that Action PC Hockey is going to be the one with that we're going to get. They do the lines pretty well in that, and if that's all set and I can just roll my dice and do that, that'd be great.
Yeah, and that's the thing too, because he has every season. So whatever season you want to replay, you pull it out. Even if you want to take certain teams, you could create that league, put those teams in it, and you could play the game manual.
Yeah.
So
and so like Chris said, App and Strat both have roster sheets. Yep. So that's a good. I use that as my starting point as a guide sometimes. Like I said, I haven't done a big hockey project yet, and I know I work with Mike on that Blue Links hockey software, and I haven't used it yet because I just haven't done a project that's required that yet.
Right.
And it's just I've just been doing other things, and I'm just playing my one-off. But once I sit down and figure out what project I want to do, maybe I'll get back to my Bruins product. 92, 93 Bruins or something like that. Maybe I'll get back to that, or maybe I'll just wait and just recycle it. If Action PC Hockey has that, maybe I'll pick it up with that and do it there. It all depends on how it works. I haven't heard how the basketball works. I've only seen one guy play it on YouTube.
Oh yeah, I messed with it a bit. It's not bad.
Okay, and I didn't know as far as like with football, I would imagine like in the pro football help you put in, who gets the ball. Is it a run, 3 yards, how much time off the clock, and you're done. So I don't know with hockey, if you would just put in the time of the goal and just kind of log that in, or I don't know. I guess hopefully it works out pretty well.
We'll know soon enough.
Yeah, we'll know soon enough.
Yeah.
And Triple G says, when I look at Hockey Reference, I look at the goal scorer and assists on the goal to give me a guide who was playing with who. Sometimes that does work. Yeah. Sometimes it does work. Yeah. And Appa has the suggestions. Yep. Yeah, he does. And like Joe says, Appa don't have the line combos, but they have the roster sheets. Shootout, actually, if you play Shootout, their lines are not by the lines either. Okay. And when I talked to John about that, he says the reason why some people complain, hey, this guy didn't play with this guy. Why is he there? He says the reason why I have the line set up this way is for the stats to come out good. He says, so I'll have this guy on the first line and this guy on the second line, even though they might have played together.
Sorry.
But But he says that
That
at the end of the day, the stats will work out by setting it up this way. So if you're playing shootout and you're wondering why so and so's not playing with so and so, there's a reason why he did it that way. That's what I was told. I can't imagine it's too many, but that's what he was told. And Chris says, I'm doing a replay with the Wild and watch them all year, so I know the penalty kill and the power play line. That's the other thing I don't get into too much. I just go line one. That's what I do. I go line
really?
one. Yep. And although with the 49 hockey, you do have the power play there. But when I play, if I play Bones or Appa or whatever hockey game I play, I don't really set up I don't know. The only penalty kill line I ever knew was Eddie Westfall and Derek Sanderson. I knew that they played on the penalty kill. Aside from that, I couldn't tell you who killed penalties or who was
Wow.
on the power play. So I just go, for me, it's just easy to go line one versus line one and line two versus line two. And that's just kind of how I do it. It's just easier for me. Hockey Blast uses minutes, so you have an idea when a goal was scored. Yep. Well, what I like too, if you use the shootout cards, there's little seconds on the card. So when you score the goal, you have the seconds on the card.
Right.
I really like that. Yeah, I saw that message come through. So I will check that out, Scott. Thank you so much. All right. Let me dump this. Vin, carry the conversation for a minute, will you, so I can go refill?
Sure. So we seem to be moving into more hockey talk. Season's about, and everything is everybody hoping their teams are going to do well. I know I'm hoping my Canadians do a little better. Sorry, I'm squirming around in my chair, but I'm getting stiff. Played golf today, and now I'm just old. Anyway, yeah, just my hockey game is highlights. I know a lot of you guys have been playing that. I enjoy it. Hockey Blast, good game. Stats Keeper. We don't have an official Stats Keeper. There's money out there if somebody wants to make one, like a really clean one. We're looking forward to seeing the Action PC, like Dave mentioned. What do you got there? Your big penalty killers. Oh, Don Ori. Yeah, like Dave doesn't kind of, I guess he never really paid attention to that, but I can name a lot of penalty killers going on, like Bobby Clark and Barber, and the main ones, even the second units. Obviously, I could name my Canadian guys, but even the current Bruins, the Moon, the Cameron, Dick. Oh, Ray, you don't want to see that. Um, up to Bergeron, the Bergeron years, they had Bergeron and Marchand. You know, I like putting them in. I don't know how most of you guys play your hockey, but I like putting my power plays, penalty killers, put them out there. I feel like you're taking away something from the game if you don't do that. Just you shortchange it somebody. Sometimes it's not just the number one line or the number two line. These guys are specialists out, as you know, guys that follow hockey. The same with the penalty killing. You don't want to just put a second unit out there when probably guys are on your third and fourth unit might be better penalty killers. So I don't know how you guys handle it, but that's the way I go about it. I think Joe is pretty much he goes at it the way the teams do it too. Oh, I love Conway. The Roadrunner. That was one of my early favorites.
So I just got a notification they dropped off an Amazon package. I ordered a new shirt for the league, the play-by-play, and it's like cloudy and rainy and humid outside. And the package is getting wet, so I've had to go outside to get it off the front steps.
Are you still getting rain?
It's like that little misty rain where everything's just wet, and I'm like, oh, I better go get that.
I don't know what's going on upstairs with the weather, but I know we got rain. They had to cancel the tea time tomorrow.
Oh, Corey said I got the new 49, ordered it, so he's looking forward to that. Yep.
We should be getting the update in October shipping.
Oh, jeepers, yeah, that's going to be shipping out in a couple of weeks or so.
Yeah. I hope Grant did well with it.
Yep. Yeah, Conway. Yep, he was pretty good. The Roadrunner. I used to watch him.
Oh, he was really good.
Yeah, sometimes you watch old games to get the lineups. But like Vince said, sometimes they stay the same. Sometimes they didn't. Sometimes they moved them around. I guess back in the day they might have stuck with the lines a little bit more than they do now. But for me, it's like, how crazy do I want to get? The way I look at it is, even with the app of football, if I can get the starters, and I look to see who made catches and things like that, those are the guys that get in my game. That's close enough for me.
Right. And again, it's to whatever you want to do,
Yeah,
you know?
even with the hockey, I put the guys in the game that played in the game, and that's a pretty good starting point for me. Then after that, as far as who killed penalties, now it's probably more important with Strat than any other game, because you have the guys that can, take the shorthanded puck and go on breakaways and stuff
Yeah,
shorthanded. So
parentheses.
it's more important with Strat probably than any other game, because when you get App or Hockey Bones, Hockey Bones, I think you have some penalty killers that do a good job and
Yeah,
add to your
no, they're
defense.
rated for stuff,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know? I
yeah. So,
you could be cheating a team. Chris, I am a diehard Canadians fan since I don't know, as long as I can remember. Guy Lafleur was my idol in hockey. My idol. I absolutely love the guy. I wore his number. I just,
yeah.
yeah, that just unbelievable, unbelievable player. And we did have great teams.
Gus is ready to start 67-68 using Red Ice, Stone Cold, Shootout, and Strat. Wow, that's a pretty good selection there. I forgot that Shootout had 67-68. I saw Joe was playing that. Let me go back to that
That's a
again.
fun year.
Let me go back to that website there. So yeah, 66, 67, and 69. So they don't have 68, 69, but they do have 66 and 67. So yeah, they got the first year of those teams, and 70, 71. They had all the big expansion years. 70, not 72 though. They have 72 WHA, but not 72
I like Red
NHL.
Ice. I think it's my favorite quick play game.
Yeah, it does a really good job.
Yeah.
I haven't played that in a while. I like the basketball game. It really does. I really do.
Keith was just talking about
Oh, here's Keith. Hi, Keith.
yeah. I listen, I'm a Canadians fan, and he would be a huge help to our younger players that still could play. He could still play. For hockey's sake, I'd hate to see that. But before he was drafted, he wanted to play for the Canadians. He wanted to play. He was hoping they won the lottery
I
and they
just
would
hope
get him.
it's not one of these things that if he does that he's going to start bouncing around like LeBron James. Where he goes to Montreal for a year, and then he goes to, Colorado for a year, and then he
Nah, he's
goes
not
to
chasing.
LA.
He's not chasing a cup. Listen.
No, I understand that, but it's just, how some people do that. Like they've been with a team forever, then they leave, and then they bounce around. They become a
Yeah, but
journeyman.
LeBron did it just to go to whoever could win.
Yeah, well, he
I,
took a couple of guys with him. In basketball, it's all you need is two or three really good
yeah,
guys.
but Sid, he's got too much class. I hope he stays with Pittsburgh. The fans deserve to have him stay there. He deserves to play his whole career there. If he wants to leave, obviously that's his choice. I don't know that. I wouldn't turn my nose up at him, but I don't want to give up the farm either. He's not
Yeah.
a kid. We got a good young core of players. I don't want to see them give him up for
Mm.
him. So we'll see. We're
I
not in
like
control of that stuff.
I like the ABA that baseline basketball has. I need to play more of that.
That's a good game.
I just like it. You put in your modifiers and you roll the dice and you get the points, and just I think it works out pretty well.
It's another one of those games, like, just it's relaxing. There's no
Yeah,
stress. It just
yeah, it is.
sometimes it's nice just to let it flow.
Yeah, I like that there.
Yeah.
So anyway, well, we'll wrap things up here. I know we Vin and I already did a podcast tonight, and we've been chatting here for an hour and a half. So I think we'll let Vin get back to doing what he's got to do, and I'm going to go chill out, make myself a decaf coffee, and chill out. Who knows? Maybe I'll sneak in a game of shootout tonight before I go to bed. I haven't played much lately. I've just been kind of doing the working thing and just whatever else. Haven't really been in the mood to play some things lately, but it's always fun to get on here and chat, and
Yeah.
had a good time with that podcast. It was really fun getting the feedback from people on that collecting
Yes.
thing, because I enjoyed that. I really enjoyed the heck out of that.
And it was good stuff. I just want to answer Chris because he's asking Joe about baseline. Chris, you want to play a good basketball game with college teams, especially that Loyola team, look into bank shot basketball. I don't think you would regret it.
Well, let me go to that website real quick. That's what Powder Blue Games,
Yes.
Powder Blue Sports, baseline basketball. Oh, he's got college. Yeah, he's got a bunch of college.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and
That 90 Loyola team is fun, though.
so he's got 67, 68 ABA and 75, 76 ABA.
That's a nice spread.
I do. I think I have one of them. I think I have. I forget which one I have now, but I do have those there. Um, so I want to play some of that. I do want to play some baseline basketball.
Baseline. Just
Yeah.
an easy game. Yeah, Chris, it's a good game. Look into it. Get the printed version, though. Cards are unbelievable. And just look through. He's got 13 college sets. I can't tell you offhand which one Loyola's in, but all the teams are listed. So I bought all 13. Baseline basketball is another one. That's a quick play game. It's actually free, right, Dave?
Which one's that now?
Baseline. John Turnbull's game.
Well, yeah, you can order a printed version, which he will print and send to you, or you can
Right.
go online. And I'm looking at the free stuff now, and
Right.
yeah, the ABA is free.
But the bank shot game is the one I was telling Chris about too. But if he has Loyola, if John has the teams you like, yeah, we'll get the quick play game. Bank shot's not a quick play game; it's full
I
play.
don't. Yeah, I don't see the 66 ABA. I see the 75. Oh, there it is. It is there. So I'll have to go and check that. I forget which ones I have for that game. But yeah, I do like the baseline basketball, and I think I played that. I think I played some ABA on the channel one time. It just had some fun with it. It was a good time.
It is fun.
So, and so the rally hits 59 tonight. We're at just over 60 right now, but it was so muggy. I just had to turn off the AC because it was so muggy down here. I put on the dry, the AC. I just put it on dry and it dries it out. So that's what it
Raleigh,
was.
North Carolina.
Is that what I think he says?
Was it somebody in baseball hit 59 home runs?
Oh, I thought he was talking about the temperature.
I love 59 degrees, but I don't know anything about baseball. Couldn't tell you.
Phil is cutting out the Strat hockey. Yeah, that's one of the reasons I kind of switched over to Apple and Hockey Bone so I could get all the cards printed and I didn't have to go and print out all those extras. I love the old Strat sets, but man, getting 16s and then having to print out the rest was, oh man, that was something else. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I just stuck with the 6 teams.
Oh, he's talking about the catcher from Seattle. Oh, okay. I guess I missed that conversation. So, but anyway. All right, well, we're going to wrap it up here. Thanks, everybody, for coming by. Hopefully, we'll have that podcast out, edited, and uploaded tomorrow. And we'll be in touch soon. I think I got to work a couple of games Saturday. I was supposed to do 3 games Saturday, and they canceled one of them. So I'm like, whew, okay.
Good for you.
Yeah, so I don't have to be up there for 10 or 11 hours. I just got the 2 games. I can come home, so I'll be able to play something Saturday night. So it should be kind of fun. But anyway,
I'm hoping too when we get home, we're going out for, I tell you, birthday dinner. So
yeah.
Anybody want to buy a birthday? I'll sell it. Anybody? $2. Keep me the age I'm at.
I know it's
Man, oh man,
the body starts breaking down. It gets so frustrating. You just can't do the things that you used to do. It's so frustrating. But we make the best of it. We make the best of it.
Could always be worse. Could always be worse.
It could be so.
Yeah.
But anyway, so thanks for coming by again. You want to check out Paul's YouTube channel, and that's the Sports Desk with Paul, and he's got his
I'm gonna
first
look at
episode
that tonight.
Yeah, go check that out. FAC Sports Desk with Paul. He's going over a lot of the things that he's done. I got to go watch it again tonight. Maybe I'll watch that while I'm having my decaf coffee. He goes over some of the stuff he's working on, and it looks really kind of fun. So I'm going to check that out. We talked about the NFL Today. 50 years of NFL Today. The flashback was kind of fun to watch. I enjoyed that. And also we talked a lot about CFL and the changes going on with the CFL. And that could ruin it for some of us tabletop players with CFL.
Oh,
I'll
be depressed.
I was, it's what I was just talking about. I want to sit down with Vin and have him teach me CFL, no matter what game it is. I want to go to CFL and play that. And now they're going to change it all. It kind of sours you. I don't know about me, but it sours me about playing the game. And I know the game in the past hasn't changed, and we can go back and play that.
Yeah, yeah, no, that's how you got to look at it, bud.
But it,
The same thing with the current NFL. I don't watch current NFL. I don't watch current baseball, but I'll play retro.
yeah,
I'll play retro football. If the CFL wants to change,
yeah. But the thing is, it's like for me, I was going to go back and play some of the CFL, and then like, oh, maybe that'll get me to watch the modern game. Well, now the modern game's going to be completely different.
yeah,
So should I get excited about it or not?
tune in and watch the rest of this season. That's it. I hope somebody puts a kibosh on that. I really do.
I wonder what the blowback's going to be. I wonder why they're doing it. I wonder why. I don't know. And Chris says they do have Bank Shot Basketball has that like.
Oh yeah, I played him
loyalty.
against the Georgia Tech team with
Yeah.
Kenny Anderson, Brian Oliver, and Dennis Scott. That was a great game. I had to bank shot, fun game. But
I know. I
yeah,
like that.
Sean, I don't want to see the CFL change it. Such a good product.
Yeah.
We don't have time, but I would love to know more about why it has trouble maintaining. I don't know why. I don't know the economy in Canada. I just know they have a phenomenal freaking product, and it bothers me that you're going to change it
Yeah.
to a sport that I don't like anymore. And it's current football.
Yeah.
Come on.
I know.
Come on.
It's different.
You know
Well,
what's going to happen, Dave? You're going to have to start watching soccer.
oh my gosh. Don't get me started on that. I'm still tempted to get Appa Soccer. Me and Ryan are going to play. He's got the fast action card, so we're supposed to play it sometime, and I'm going to follow him along. Is what I'm going to do. Because I do like the Apple way of doing things, so I might like the
Yeah,
soccer.
sure.
I tried it with the dice, and I found it was just you roll the dice. Here's this. Okay, now the ball goes to this guy. Roll the dice. Flip the chart. Okay, now it wasn't moving at all for me.
Classic soccer is in my opinion.
Is it good? Yeah.
Yeah, the board game takes a while, but it's great. The computer version is off the hook.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So anyway,
Yep.
all right, folks. Thanks for tuning in. We'll talk to you next time. I'm Dave, and joined by Vin tonight.
Good night, all.
Little Wednesday night chat. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll talk to you later.
Take
Bye-bye.
care. God bless.